What is the web that you have been weaving for the last 8 years? Uranus just stationed direct in Taurus for the last time. So before it moves into Gemini in April of this year. So Uranus moved into the sign of Taurus all the way back in May of 2018. So quite a long cycle that we've had. This planet, Uranus, bringing liberation to the part of our chart that is very much fixed in its ways and doesn't really appreciate change very much. So it's interesting to see this 8 here, also 8, thinking of the 8-year cycle of Uranus, moving through an earth sign with this pentacles. How, and also like, I really love this image. I think of the spider as almost extending itself into its external environment through its own web. It's almost like the web is an extension of how it feels into its physical world and gains information. So very connected to the same way that Taurus energy does that through its sensory experience of the world. So when we're considering that, how was that disrupted over the last 8 years? How is your sense of stability, your sense of pleasure and comfort? How did it really change? Or in what ways did you notice yourself becoming too much in your comfort zone and sort of be forced out of that to some degree? Because that's what Uranus does, is that it really shakes us up in order to allow us to continue on our evolutionary process. Taurus energy can be really good at accumulating all the things necessary in order to live a peaceful life, to live an abundant life, one that's filled with pleasure and that is able to allow someone a sense of peace. So what are the ways that that's been disrupted, perhaps, over the last period of time, or how you have worked to create that more through actually releasing certain rigid patterns or places where you have felt really stagnant when it comes to allowing yourself to receive pleasure or allowing yourself to actually have more material abundance in certain ways. And that can look a lot of different ways depending on what you actually desire. It is a conversation with the desires that you have too. So how have those been freed up or liberated even more in your experience over this last 8 years as Taurus is ruled by Venus? That's something to consider as well.